Good day and welcome to today's class. Today's class is a continuation of our JSS 2 mathematics on indices. At the previous class, we have looked at indices law of addition as well as indices law of subtraction with so many examples and exercises to solve. In today's class, we shall be looking at indices law of multiplication. Indices law of multiplication is another law of indices on how you can carry out the basic operations on indices. We shall look at what the law is all about. Example 1 says we should evaluate y squared all raised to the power of 3. And if we are to use the expansion method, we already know that y squared raised to the power of 3 simply means y squared multiplying itself 3 times, which can be expressed as y squared times y squared times y squared. And when you multiply this using indices law of addition, indices law of addition says that when you are multiplying two indices together, 2 or more, and the bases are equal, that you add the powers. So definitely this is going to be y raised to the power of 2 plus 2 plus 2, which is equal to y raised to the power of 3. The power in the final answer is equal to the product of the power of y squared and the power outside the bracket, so that y squared or cubed can be said to be y raised to the power of 2 times 3, which is equal to y raised to the power of 6. If you had applied the first method, which entails that you use the expansion method, you will still arrive at this y raised to the power of 6. Same thing as when you apply the indices law of multiplication. Let's look at another example. Or is this a coincidence? Let's see if it is a coincidence in another example. Example 2 says we should evaluate x raised to the power of 4 or cubed. Using the expansion method, same thing. This can be said to be x raised to the power of 4 multiplying itself 3 times. That is x raised to the power of 4 times x raised to the power of 4 times x raised to the power of 4. And this expression can be simplified using the indices law of addition, which is equal to x raised to the power of 4 plus 4 plus 4. This is equal to x raised to the power of 4 plus 4 plus 4 is said to be x raised to the power of 12. So also, if you look at the power in the final answer, we said it is equivalent to when you multiply 4 times 3. If the first example is a coincidence, I doubt this cannot also be a coincidence. So therefore, in general, a raised to the power of m or raised to the power of n can be simplified to be a raised to the power of m times n, which is equals to a raised to the power of mn. This is called indices law of multiplication. What that means is when you have an index number that is raised to a power, the law of indices says you multiply their powers and it gives you its final answer. Let's take more exercises on indices law of multiplication. Example 1.9 says we should evaluate the following, leaving our answers in indices form. We have a 3 squared all raised to the power of 4. We have 2, 3, and 4. So I shall be solving them this morning. So for number 2, we have 7 raised to the power of 4 all cubed. Applying the indices law of multiplication, this is said to be 7 raised to the power of 4 times 3, which is equal to 7 raised to the power of 12. Number 3, 9 cubed all raised to the power of 5 can be expressed as 9 raised to the power of 3 times 5, which is equal to 9 raised to the power of 15. Number 4, we have 12 cubed all squared. 12 cubed all squared can be said to be 12 raised to the power of 3 times 2, which is equal to 12 raised to the power of 6. I shall leave question number 1 for you to solve and give me your answer at the comment section. What do you think will be the answer? Kindly like my videos as you watch, while I recommend that you subscribe to my channel if you are yet to do so. Also turn on the notification bell so as to be notified whenever a new video is uploaded. You can also use the comment section to interact with me on areas that are still difficult for you to understand. You can also share the link with your friends and families so that they can also benefit from our daily classes. We shall now take more exercises on indices law of multiplication.